And welcome to another edition of Send Me Your Lineup. I'm Jeff, the host. Today's video will be featuring Jundeo with Seidu, and I think this is going to be the last one for a little bit that we do with a member of Seidu. We got a couple of big names coming up, other segments coming up as well, including Charger Battery, and I'm trying to hit. So stay on the lookout for that. If you've seen this video and series before, you know what it's all about already. For those of you who have not, I typically will review your lineup that you send to me. Then I'll go out and I'll play a game. And after that, check it out, maybe make some adjustments, play another game or two, and provide my closing thoughts and analysis, any recommendations I have, including a lineup grade, right? And quickly, before we get started, I encourage everybody to like and subscribe, and please share the channel as much as possible. I'm doing this for the Baseball Clash community. I've been kind of putting ladder matches and Clash League and my gameplay kind of on the back burner here a little bit, to be able to do this content. So any support from you guys that I get is very much appreciated. So we'll jump right into it. Jundeo has got Matthew at the catcher, Eric at pitcher, Tom and Kevin at the corners, with Hanzo and Alexandra up the middle, Neville, Russell, and Phoenix to complete the outfield. For his batting order, Neville leading off, Hanzo in the 2 spot, Tom, Kevin, Alexandra, Russell, Phoenix, Matthew, and the pitching spot, Eric. So we'll jump right into it. Again, I'm going to do my best to try to condense these videos, get to the point, get you guys the information so you guys can go on about your day. Last video, I believe it was around 27 minutes or so. We're going to try and see if we can get it down to around the 20-minute range. Trying to shorten it up a little bit, but still provide all the valuable tips and analysis that you guys need to compete, stay competitive, and win your games. So here we go. Neville gonna lead it off. Takes a ball high. Neville is a good contact batter. Great speed and base running ability. Probably one of the best base runners in the game. Now that Andy got that speed buff, that he might be the base running champ, right? But Neville's still great within his own right. Easily a top base runner. Gets a changeup there low. And 2-2 count. See if Neville can put one in play. Takes the ball outside. And we should be getting something to hit here. You don't want to put this guy on base.
Strike.
Sinker low and away, strikes him out. A good pitch there. And here comes Hanzo.
Strike.
And gets that high RPM sinker for a strike.
Ball.
Takes ball outside. Hanzo not there for the bat, right? So in the 2 spot, this might be a little tough having Hanzo there. He's really there just for his fielding, as for his defense, right? So this might be an area where we can make an adjustment a little early on that swing. And then we got Tom in the lineup. Tom, one of the best hitters in the game. Very slow, but when you're hitting dingers, you don't need to run too fast, right? So, Craig showing some respect to Tom here, not giving him anything good. And then he puts one in the zone. Tom makes him pay. So, like I said, when you're hitting dingers, doesn't matter if you got the 128 speed. Oh, here comes Kevin. Fully maxed at 14. I gotta double check and see what Jundeo has him as. He might have him at 14 as well. I know there's his lineup mainly consists of level 13s. And I believe he had Matthew at
Strike.
level 11 as well. So doesn't have a quite maxed out lineup yet, but you'll be able to get the gist of it as Kevin lines out to shortstop here. And take us to Eric. I really want you guys to see the whole lineup, to see all the batters here for the content. So maybe what we'll do in the next game is maybe we don't score in that first inning, and that way do my best, obviously hoping to not give up any runs, right, so that we make it to the 10th and then close it out there. All right, 2 quick outs. Ray coming up, and throwing outside the zone till I identify which pitch. Oh, and it looks like we will get the 10th inning. That was supposed to be a ball. And Ray puts it over the fence. Nice job there from Craig. Kevin hits one right back up the middle. So, not a strong throwing arm there in center for Russell. That's all right. And Michael will pop out. All right, so we got Alexandra, to lead it off here for us in the top half of the 10th. Some great pop here, decent speed, and Alexandra goes yard. So good spot for Alexandra in the lineup with runners in scoring position, even if the bases aren't juiced. Still good power, gap power over the fence power, as you saw there. Make something happen. Russell here, you may typically see with runners on base, specifically in scoring position, gets that plus 24 contact boost. So not a bad spot for him in the lineup, with potential runners on. And then Phoenix coming to the dish. Not great contact or power. Really there mainly just for her throwing arm and base running abilities. She's got good speed, gets that boost when stealing bases, and she's got a pretty strong throwing arm to where she doesn't necessarily need to hit that relay, that cutoff man, in order to get the ball into the destination, right? So we got a 4-1 lead. We'll see if we can close this thing out for Jundeo. And see if he bites on any of these. He does. Throwing him 2 balls out of the zone. So if I'm him, I'm taking this pitch. And he does. Throw another sinker high this time. Swinging away at that. And then we'll go cutter. We'll go way out here. That was the same pitch that Ray hit for a home run. And then gets jammed on the cutter inside. Kaya, level 13, got that boost, right? So now she gets boosted up to 24 points rather than just 20. Runs into the double play there. And that's that. Good game to Craig from the Blue Jays. So, first impressions here. Defensively, I don't know if there is an issue I have defensively. I'm assuming at this point, right? Keep in mind, Jundeo is as lower level players, a lot of commons. So you have to operate under the assumption here that he's playing best available players, right? Tom, that 168 throwing. Okay. Alexandra with the 178 throwing. But also, Tom isn't extremely mobile over there at third. I like having Hanzo over there to back him up with that mobility and diving catches, right? So I think that might be as good as it'll get for at least as he has it constructed right now, right? So then as far as the outfield goes, you got a strong arm in right field Phoenix, and then you've got speed in center and left, and that's typically how I operate. Except for I like to have another power bat there in left field, right? So in this case, what we might want to do, we'll operate under the assumption that maybe he just has some commons and some rares leveled up, right? So maybe to just get another common bat in the order and some power, we'll change out this. We'll do this little switch right here. Put Neville in center. That way we still got that speed in center field. But then you get Michael, who's got some power and gets that plus 18 contact boost against right-handed batters, right? So that'll give us a little bit more power in this lineup, right? Because Hanzo and Phoenix, really just defensive-minded players. And then Neville, they're really just for base running, right? He's got okay contact, but not the greatest, right? So we put in Michael. Alexandra is there. Hanzo. Um, I ideally, we want to get another bat in for Hanzo if available. But like I said, if he's playing best available, it is what it is. Um, even let's see here. Another you could do. I think in the last video we did Andy. So maybe we look at a guy like either Robinson or even Jack, who's defensive minded, but he's still got that pop, right? So you could give it. We could give Jack a shot here at shortstop, and we could even now throw Jack in the leadoff spot. Move Michael. You know what, Michael's in a. We'll put some more pop up here, right? Get some more power. We can put Neville back here. He's a good base runner. Um, yeah, it's tough. I like to see those 1 through 5 hitters, just the best hitters that you can, and then after that is what it is. So we'll check it out since we made our tweaks, and we'll see if we can get another W out of this one, and see if we can help out Jundeo a little bit. Don't forget, this weekend I'll be dropping a video for I'm Trying to Hit, which is featuring the top hitters. I'll show you how to face off and better hit consistently. Guys like Riley, Simon, Murdoch, Josh. And I have a poll going right now. It looks like Riley and Simon are near the top of the list, so keep an eye out for that this weekend. That's going to be some good content for everybody to take a look at. All right, so we got Eric on the mound, Rin at the dish, and level 12 Rin. And Jack over there, and immediately bites me in the ass, right? Hanzo probably would have made that diving play. And now Jiro coming right up, doing what Jiro does. And that's going to potentially score a run. Nope. Just keep him at third. So now immediately, second and third, nobody out. Kaya up at the dish. Level 13 Kaya with that boost that we talked about. And she's going to hit a ball out of the zone for a double here. Go to second. So 3 quick hits for David. And Eric getting hit hard. I believe Jundeo's Eric had a 3.4 ERA. That's another ball that was supposed to be out of the zone. I don't know if it made it out of the zone. It looked like it stayed up a bit. But it's quickly 3-0 already. And Andre will pop out. Jack will double him up. And now Annie gets up with 2 outs. So we'll see if our new and improved offense can kind of provide some relief for us and get Eric some run support. As Annie swings on a cutter out of the zone for the 3rd out of the inning. All right, Simon coming up, level 12. Simon, best pitcher in the game. Got Jack leading it off with that plus 12 speed boost. And Jack's going to pop this one foul on a sweeper that was just out of the zone. 99-mile-an-hour fastball, 50-50 pitch. And Jack hits one up the middle for a base hit. All right, so Jack gets aboard. And now we got Michael with that contact buff against Simon. And he gets it off the end of the bat there, but gets the job done. Jack's going to come over to 3rd. And just like that, we got bottom half of this 9th inning going. Runners on for Tom. And Tom is going to ground out. And that'll be a double play. And probably just shouldn't have swung at that one. And that's inside. Simon, tough to read, not impossible. Call 2. But we just, did not set up ourselves for success in that top half of the inning there, giving up 3 runs. That doesn't matter who you're facing. That's tough to come back from. That screwball looked a little higher when I hit it, but the pitch tracker said it was a ball, but we're at 3-1.
Strike.
And dots it on the edge there. Full count, payoff pitch. And Kevin crushes it to center field. Giro in center, not going to even send Kevin. And we got Alexandra coming up. Alexandra with that 3-run blast in the last game. Take low and in. Good power. Good power here. And takes 2-0. Fastball away. Good pitch there with the sweeper. Just missed. And that may have been ball 4. It was. There's ball 4 right there. All right. Neville, who is demoted to the 6th spot. Seeing if he can slap one into the outfield here, bring in a run or 2. And good location on the sweeper there. Neville fouls it off. And he's going to ground out on the changeup. Just a little ahead of that one. Well, put up a fight. Couldn't quite come through. David, good win for him. All right, so we'll review. With this team as currently constructed, I believe that I took a brief look at Jundeo's his roster, and I'm going to save kind of most of this for the Charger battery segment that he is signed up for, right? So I do, but I will say that there are some pitchers that he can work on upgrading, right, to replace Eric, get something kind of a little bit of an upgrade, so that he can start competing at a little bit of higher levels here, right? Eric is tough. He's great for lower level players, but once you start trying to climb that ladder, you gotta start upgrading accordingly, right? Phoenix in right field. Again, we operate off the assumption in these videos, at least for the lower level players, that you're playing a majority of best available, right? So Phoenix, while she's not there for the bat, can definitely be a good presence in the outfield with that throwing arm in right field specifically. Neville, great base running ability. Ideally, you want him higher up in the lineup, but just given the kind of shortness or lack of offense for Jundeo, um, I would say we got to prioritize stacking that top part of the lineup up. Um, you could hit him second if you wanted. Put maybe put Michael in the fifth spot and Alexandra in the sixth spot. Just kind of blend them in there. That's also an option too. Um, but as for his lineup as it is constructed right now, I'll and what he has to work with, I'm gonna give it a B minus. Lots of room for improvement, but I know Jundeo is a smart guy. He's working with what he's got. So that'll wrap it up for this video. Please remember to like and subscribe and share this channel with everybody you know in the community in case anybody else is interested. And again, a reminder, if you want to be featured in an upcoming video, just DM me. I'm on Discord and on Facebook Messenger as well. Information is on the channel in the description. Check it out and stay tuned. Keep your eyes out for the next videos that will be dropped soon. Thank you guys.